everybody having a good Monday. I hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day with your significant other or family or however you choose to spend it. If anybody had any anniversaries, let me see. Somebody's sitting there. That look like my sister. It is. Hey, Toya. Happy anniversary. Did y'all enjoy yourself? Did you all enjoy yourself? I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Y'all was, when I said y'all, and you know I'm old school. Y'all was sharp. Okay? Sharp. That's what the OGs say. Sharp. Y'all was sharp, okay? Yeah, y'all, you know my teeth, and I don't know, you know, Georgia weather is so bipolar. It is so bipolar. So 1 minute it was nice, like in the 60s, high 60s. Now it's like in the 40s. Like, yeah. Okay, y'all did. Yes, I'm so glad because y'all looking so cute. I like that y'all outfits. Y'all always be trying to damn match. But y'all, I'm finna start getting into this ISO detox tea. I'm gonna do it. Somebody at my church gave it to me yesterday. They want me to try it for 6 days. So I'm gonna start today. And he said do it at night. So he gave me like 3 different flavors, and he gave me like the coffee. So if I'm interested, I'm probably going to be selling these for, you know, going to be an ambassador. So I'm going to start selling these. But I heard about the ISO tea, and I heard that it is a great product. And I need detoxing anyway. But, yeah, y'all, I'm working today from home, which is good. I'm glad I'm working from home today. But my sleep been off though, y'all. Like I ain't been able to get no sleep. Like my anxiety been kicking in. Hey Peggy, hey Miss Peggy, how you doing? Glad to see you. Yeah, y'all. It could be, you know, that I'm dealing with a lot of grief that's just been happening lately, and me trying to maintain regular life. You know, sometimes it gets the best of you. Hey James, how you doing, sweetie? I don't know. I think that when you deal with grief in different types of ways, or different types of grief, you deal with it differently, is what I'm trying to say. Hey Uncle Dwayne. But with me, I have really bad anxiety. Close your eyes and go to sleep. It ain't that hard. I wish it was that easy. Sometimes, look, Uncle Dwayne, sometimes I can't. Like, I'll try to close my eyes and go to sleep, and then it'll be like I pop back up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know I need to get some rest, but I haven't been getting no good rest. Let me just say that. I haven't really been sleeping like that. So it could be the anxiety that, you know, within the next couple weeks, we got to go to Chicago and bury my dad. And I just lost the aunt. My aunt just lost her mother. So it's like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? And I've come in contact with all these people. I was actually close to my auntie. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I consider it close. You know what I mean? Like, other than, you know, we talked and I did, you know, we hung out. Like, I seen her a lot. So, yeah. Yeah. I just looked at a picture her and I took the other day at one of my cousin's baby showers. And she just had the prettiest smile to me. When you pop back up, pop back down, quit fighting. I can't, Uncle Dwayne. Uncle Dwayne, I'm telling you, It's difficult when you have anxiety. It's difficult. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even know that I had anxiety, until I started going to therapy and realized that's what it was. I suffer with a little anxiety. I hope I didn't put too much oil on my face, but yeah, sometimes it does. It does that. But y'all see my title, and let's discuss it. I know that y'all see my title, so let's discuss it. Spinning the block and total transparency. So, before I get started, warning. Let me warn everybody. I'm totally a transparent person. You said quit claiming that it is what it is, Uncle Dwayne. I'm not claiming it. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, God is helping me through that. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. Doesn't mean that I'm not claiming it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I have to face what it is, and God does help me get through it. But I know that I've taken a lot of hits mentally, and not even 6 months. So, I know that I'm a strong person. However, I do have anxiety. It is what it is, Uncle Dwayne. I got it. Okay? You all right looking like your mama. Thank you, because she is beautiful. Ain't my mama pretty? My mama pretty. That's probably why my daddy was so in love with her. He was in love with her. They had to be in love with each other. Because they renewed their vows like 4 or 5 times. Like childhood sweethearts. I don't know. But they made us. And, yeah, he didn't have any outside kids. I did try to. So you telling me your anxiety is greater than Jesus got? No, that's not what I'm saying. I told you, Uncle Dwayne, he is helping me. Oh, okay. Well, but I love dialogue. But yeah, no, I'm not saying that. That's why I said God is helping me with that. I think just right now, in the space that I am right now, I have taken on a lot mentally. It doesn't happen all the time. My anxiety does not kick in all the time. But it hasn't kicked into this capacity. You know what I'm saying? It could be because of, the losses that I've had. Then I just got a call today from my baby dad, my honorary baby daddy, my ex-husband. He was telling me, like, a person that we were close to in our neighborhood, I loved her. She passed, they found her deceased today. That kind of stung me because she was like a big sister. Yeah. And she seen me grow up. She seen me grow up into this woman. I not too long ago seeing her, and she was just like, girl, you have really grown up from Thomasville, from the little girl you was. And it's just it's sad, but we know everybody has their expiration date. I just hope that everybody has made their life right with whoever they pray to, God. And it's God for me. So, yeah, Uncle Dwayne, I don't want to get too far off in that. But, yeah, God, no, my anxiety is not bigger than God. That's why he's helping me through it. But I can't act like I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, God helps me through it. But it is what it is. It's the obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your mental, right? And he helps us with that every day. That's if you know God, So, yeah. But, yeah, I have it. It's not a bad thing, Uncle Dwayne. It's just that, I can't act like I don't have it. That's why we all have problems. Because we try to act like we don't have something. When we do, we try to be stronger than the problem. Or we try to be stronger than that situation. And sometimes we can't. We do have to pray about it, and it gets better, right? Yes, it gets better. But enough about that. But I was just letting people know, if I or what I say seems to be a trigger for you, I don't want you to feel like you have to watch this, because I am going to be totally transparent. I always use myself. I have to say that for a reason, because sometimes people will look at my lives or get triggered by something I might have said, because it's pertaining to me. Let me just throw that out there. It'll go over a lot of people's head, but I speak how I want to speak. I will not be controlled on how I speak on the internet. And some people try to do that with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being me, and that's just who I am. So I feel like if you have a problem with watching me, if I'm a trigger for you, I don't think it's a good thing that you be watching me. Thank you, Uncle Dwayne. I'm proud of you too. I am proud of you too. Yes, I am. Okay, you also go on with this. But I don't want what I say to be a trigger, because I am totally transparent. A lot of people try to, I guess, steer the way that I talk on the internet because they're not comfortable with what I'm saying. And I just want to say now, if you're uncomfortable with the way that I talk or what I say, it's good that you may want to stop watching me, because I just don't want you to feel like, you got to try to control the way that I move on the internet. Just throwing that out there. Okay? Okay. So, let's get to my topic. And the topic is spinning the block. Good tea. Good tea. But spinning the block and being totally transparent. That's me. I want to be transparent, right? Some people can't handle transparency. They can't. So they want you to shut up. They don't want you to tell the truth. Or, how people say, my truth. It's my truth. So, action. I can't do this. Ohio Penitentiary. A lot of people can't handle the truth, or don't want to face the reality, of things. So the transparent thing is not a good look, if that makes any sense. So cancel our location. I got that already. So they would try to control what you're doing instead of controlling their emotions, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to control what you doing and how you move instead of controlling their emotions. Why you doing this, and why you doing this, why you got to do this. And I feel like everybody's their own individual. So no one should be telling no one that they can't be transparent or be themselves. Like, be who you are. Just don't try to make me move how you want me to move, because you're uncomfortable. The best way to handle that is just don't engage. Don't engage. Never engage. If you feel like you're feeling a certain type of way, do not engage. Hey, sister. Hey, Coke Pot. What's going on? Coke Pat. Amazing Monday. Grand awakening, sister. Okay, so look. We changed the event. I'm going to give you more information. Okay, sis? So call me later on. I'm good, sis. How you doing? How you been? Let me check on you. How you been? How you been doing? So you know I have to make sure that you okay. This District 7, I definitely know I got to get that later. So, but I'm just a totally transparent person. So, with that being said, let's talk about spinning the block, shall we? Okay, so y'all tell me something, because I'm just gonna, say from my own experience, and I'm sorry I keep moving my phone because it keeps, I don't know. I'm trying to level it out so it won't be jumping. Okay, let me see. Okay. I hope y'all can see me now. Okay, so spinning the block. Y'all tell me. Just say for instance, you have a situation, and I'm not going to use it just in relationship terms. I'm going to use it in other terms as well, right? Because the phone just gonna do what it want to do, okay? But there we go. Spinning the block. I don't want to just use it in relationship terms. I also want to use it as, just say, friend situations. Friends that you've let go out of your life because they were kind of toxic for you. You stopped hanging around them because they always wanted you to go to the club all the time. But then you spin the block with that friend. It could be a relative too. You spent the block with that friend. But your friend ain't changed, but you don't elevate it, or you're growing. Like you don't grow. You ain't with the clubs no more, this, that, and the other. And they try to kind of make you feel guilty for changing. But you spend the block with this friend because you kind of miss this friend, right? You missed them. But you see the friend still on the same type of time. What do you do in that situation? Like, how would you even handle that situation? And yes, don't look at my nails. They do need to be done. But tell me, what would you do in that situation to where you spin a block with a friend? You know what I'm saying? And the friend hasn't grown. The friend still wants to go out, party. You know what I'm saying? Ain't being responsible with their bills still, But you, on the other hand, have grown. You're balancing you're balancing your account. You're making sure your bills are paid on time. You don't do the club scene no more. You elevating in different directions, but this friend is still stuck there. What do you do once you spin the block? Is it a wise choice once you see that the friend hasn't changed to just dip out again? Or would you have a conversation with that friend and tell them, look, I'm past that. I don't do that no more. The browser has gone offline. Check your network connection. I did. Refresh. Okay. Great. I'm down to 20. Okay, so just tell me, what would y'all do? Would y'all just have that talk because you really care about this friend? Or would you just ghost a friend again and be like, yeah, I see she's still on the same type of time. And I don't have that type of time. I'm not trying to be on that type of time. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to act like you better than that, but you like, I'm above that. Like, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to establish this, establish that. What would you do? What would you do? This is what I would do. Because I have a couple friends like that. I even have family members like that. That I used to kick it with really hard. And they still want to hang in the clubs now. Think of the age that I am now. And everybody should know my age. I'm in my 50s. Nothing was wrong with going with the bar and grill, listening to some music or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. It's that it's when a person don't realize that they're kind of stuck. Do we help them out of it? Do we have to talk with them? Or do we just ghost them? You know what I'm saying? And it's like spinning the block with friends after y'all cut you, or after y'all parted ways. It could be a good and a bad thing. It can, because sometimes that friend probably has grown and realized, why the separation had to take place. And some friends may not, you know what I mean? But if the friend is still stuck, do you try to help that friend out of it? Do you just be like, girl, this is not my cup of tea. I don't do this no more. Like, I don't in advance. And if the friend's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Do and they get an attitude. Yeah, it's time for you to cut them off. Right? That's what I would do. And I always speak in transparency on what I would do. Not talking about what you would do. Because a lot of people, good morning, my beautiful sister. How you doing, Miss Jim? But you can spin a block with someone. You can let someone in your space. And then when you tell them that you've changed and you've changed and you're trying to elevate differently and they don't respect that, then it's time to cut them off. But some friends you separate from and y'all come back together and y'all are two totally different people. That means you can redo the friendship the way that you want to. Y'all can have a fresh start is what I'm saying. But a lot of people don't understand that, right? So let's move over into the relationship part. And I'm just speaking once again because I'm a female, so let's talk about, I'm sorry, fellas. Let's talk about the guys a little bit. Why do you feel like guys can smell? Just say if you was using a situationship and they don't see first they see the person, but then they don't see the person no more. Do you feel like guys can smell that you like single again? And I'm talking about guys that you kind of come encounter with that be trying to spin a block with you after you've cut them off. And I'm not trying to be funny because most of my relationships, and I'm 99.9, I'm cool with all my exes. Like I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't end on that type of note. Hey, Uncle Lawrence, how are you? We don't end on that. Like, I try not to end it on a bad note. No matter how we ended it, I just feel like I try not to end it on a bad note. That be my whole mission and goal. Maybe sometime it don't happen like that for everybody. But with me, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I do try to give it a shot before I say I'm done. Right? So, when a person realizes you and try to spin the block with you, would you allow it? When you and the person has said, it's over. That's it, I'm done. Would you want to spin the block with that person? Do you feel like it would be something that's missing or something that you didn't get before y'all called it quits? Or do you just say, I'm not spinning the block with that person? Like, I refuse to. No. I used to be a person that allowed spin the blocks, right? Like I did. And I'm talking about in relationships. I ain't talking about, y'all just homie lovers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not, that's just what it is, or I feel like that could be a situation with spinning the block if y'all just homie lovers and y'all didn't get a chance because y'all kind of parted ways before y'all could actually see where it would go with y'all. Y'all kind of parted ways before anything got serious, but y'all could tell that it was getting serious, but y'all didn't get to that point yet. Would you spin a block with that situation, or you wouldn't? If y'all in here, just throw something in real quick. Just tell me. Just say, for instance, okay, so I always use me. Okay, so the other day I went out with a guy friend of mine, right? Shooting pool. We never was in a relationship, right? But I knew that he wanted a relationship at one point, right? And I don't know what happened. I think he said I ghosted him. That's what he said, right? But I don't think that it was that, you know what I'm saying? I just think that maybe he got into a situation and it didn't turn out good for him. Well, I'm going to just say that he felt like it didn't turn out good, right? So we never had like okay, are you my boyfriend, you my girlfriend? We never did that, but we was always cool with each other. Like, cool on everything, right? So, would I consider that spinning the block? You know what I'm saying? Like, would I consider that spinning the block, or would I consider that something like new? Like, let's say if the person has, it's different, but some of the ways are still the same, but different. Would you even consider that a spin the block type of moment, or would you say, well, no, see where it goes, because y'all never got a chance to see how it went. With me in that situation, I just feel like, I just say this. Some of the signs that I got, would lead me to say, I think we're good with being friends. Like, I don't want to see where it goes. And it's nothing bad, because he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good dude. It's just that I think that when considering someone, especially where you are in your life, you have to consider the person. Time worked. Updated. Time worked. Updated. Okay. Cancellation. She just telling me she updated the ticket for me. I appreciate that, Miss Carmia. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all, but no, what I'm saying is, just say for instance, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just say that I think the consistency is a little off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a person that like consistency. Even in a friendship, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. But is it a good idea to spin the block with people? I just need I just need to see how y'all feel about it. Because, I guess I was a repeat offender of that. Spinning the block. And it could have been for selfish reasons. Let me just say that. It could have been for selfish reasons. That I allowed people to spin a block. Maybe because I knew that I didn't leave it on a bad note. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was giving the person a second chance to prove their self. to me again. And what I feel about spinning the block is, and this is just me, it's not a good thing. Spinning the block on someone that you feel y'all parted ways for a specific reason, it's sometimes it doesn't end out well. And then if you do spin a block, you could end up leaving the situation worse than the first time you was in the situation. Just saying, maybe y'all may have grown in different directions, but now, you know what I'm saying, the person has picked up another, something else, and it's bad. I think sometimes it's good to leave well enough alone and not spin the block. Only because if a person show you who they are the first time, not saying people can't change. Hi, Godson. Not saying people can't change, because people can change. However, how they are with you probably won't change. Yeah. You know why? Because they see that they're still going to be looking at you as the person that parted ways from the last time. You don't get a fresh eye if you spin in the block, if that makes any sense. Now, I mean, if y'all spinning the block for personal reasons, just to get some needs met, I don't know about that either, because that is also a connection. You know what I'm saying? If you spinning the block because, this guy had good sex, I gotta spin a block on that. Like, I need it. You know what I'm saying? I need it. What's popping? Look at you, so what's popping? Nothing much, godson. I'm talking about spinning the block. Would you spin a block if you had a girlfriend, godson, and y'all broke up, but y'all still friends? Would you spin the block? Because, look, hey, I need to show her this. She didn't allow me to show her this. So would you spin a block with her, or you would keep it moving? Because now what you're going to do is take those experiences that you learned from that relationship and try to do better and apply that into something that you're getting into in your future. You could say, yeah, I got to make sure that I don't make that mistake, so I'm cautious of this, or I'm making sure that I'm doing that. But is it a good thing to spin a block with the person, even though you might have had trauma from that situation, right? I'm just saying that because it's like I'm getting these calls now, right? And it's a lot of, I guess, people trying to spin a block. And where I'm at in my life, I just think I want to keep moving forward. Not saying that I can't be your friend. I'm not saying that we can't have healthy dialogue. Not saying that, I won't go out and kick it with you, because I go out and kick it with anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just that as far as where I'm at today, I don't want to do the spin a block thing as far as a relationship is concerned. If that makes any sense. With any relationship or friendship either. I just feel like if we're not friends, I could see if we had got into it and we giving each other a break. I'm talking about you haven't talked to this person in years because you just felt like y'all was going in two different directions. Sometimes people come back into your life to do the same thing that they did to you before. And if it was a hurtful situation, you definitely don't want to spin a block. But sometimes your heartstrings pull at you too. And it makes you want to spin the block, right? I just say sometimes we have to handle things maturely. We don't want to let our mental... Okay, godson. Sometimes our mental has to be healthy enough to be able to take a person that spins the block with you. That could have did something to you mentally, and now that the person is back, it could be a trigger for you. So you may not want to spin the block because it may not be for your, healthy for your mental, right? So spinning the block, I would think twice. Sometimes spinning the block works for people. Let's play the devil's advocate here. Sometimes spinning the block works well for people. I know I've spent, like I told you, I've spent the block, a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple times. But I just think where I'm at now in my relationship, I don't want to spin the block. But I just feel like when dating, it's good to have open dialogue and healthy dialogue with the person that you're dating or you're trying to get to know. That way, when you have these healthy conversations, you'll know exactly where that person is coming from mentally. But sometimes people can send their representatives too. So I just say I would say guard your heart because, hey, the heart is always, you know what I'm saying? But also be mindful of what you take in from the other person as well. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean about spinning the block. Can guys sense, or even girls, can y'all sense, just say for instance, y'all dude was in, the dude that you just broke up with is in a relationship. But all of a sudden you don't see him with the girl no more. Would you reach out to that guy and try to spin a block with him? Like, would you reach out to that guy and try to spin a block with him? Like, that's a good question. I just need to know, like, would you spin the block? Because it could have been something like, I say this to one person that I kicked it with. I used to say, he's the one that got away. That used to be my word for this particular person. Dang, he the one who got away. I wonder if I hadn't messed that up, where we would be. Sometimes things really do happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Because I tried to spin the block. We had came back in contact, and I did try to spin the block. But we had so much gap in between us. Not saying that he was a bad guy, but he was just on a different path that I was on. You know what I mean? Like, other things, like, he's different now. Because even though they get older, people grow mentally. They either mature or they don't. And it was just that we were in two different spaces in our lives. So, I wouldn't say it was wrong to spin the block, but it was a learning lesson. It taught me basically what I'm going to accept and what I'm not going to accept. So also, when you think about spinning the block, you also have to put into account what you will accept and what you're willing to not accept. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we went on a couple dates, but I just knew just by our conversation. Me was eating earlier. I'm sorry, y'all. Just by our conversations, I knew that we were in two different spaces or two different directions. And you just really don't want to waste nobody's time because of what you thought or what you think you missed in that relationship. So, some people think that they blew it and they just want a second chance. Or some people just feel like, Dad, we didn't even see where the situation was going to go. So why can't we spin the block? All I want to say is make sure that you're guarded. And I'm not saying guarded to bad to where you can't have emotions or feelings for that person. You just always want to be safe for yourself, you know, for your mental, for your heart. You don't want to get that heart broken again by the same person that you're trying to spin a block with. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's not a good idea to spin a block. Not to me. You know what I mean? But that's just me, y'all. Not saying that you can't spin a block, because some people spin the block and it comes out successful. You know? I'm just not going to be spinning no blocks. I mean, if it's, I don't know, for personal reasons, that would be the only reason. But then, it's like you don't want to get back intertwined either. You know what I'm saying? In that light. I just see with dating, you have to really be careful who you let in your circle, who you let in your space. It's very important that you are aware of people that you allow in your space, because your space is yours. It's your safe place, right? So if we start letting people in our space who don't respect it, it's kind of hard to get back focused sometimes. And that's something that we don't want to do. We want to kind of stay focused on what we're trying to achieve in life. And if the person is not allowing you to do that because they're blocking that, then that becomes a problem for you. You know what I'm saying? You want someone who understands you and going to respect that you are going to have boundaries to certain things when you're basically when you spinning the block. You're going to have boundaries at first, because it could have been a situation to where the person broke your trust in some kind of way, so they have to respect that too. If they don't respect that, then you know that it's not a good idea to be spinning the block. In friendships, you have to make sure that you're full aware of the person's intentions of even reaching back out to you, trying to get back in your space in that area. What are the true intentions of someone spinning the block or trying to spin the block? I had a friend. We wasn't in no serious relationship, but we connected on a lot of different levels, right? I think that this person had a tough time showing like real emotions, because they have this hard exterior, right? And basically, the macho man type, instead of saying how you truly felt. So they lost me in that area. But it's like they always miss me. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's what they say. So basically, you have to watch the words that are being said to you too. Like, I miss you, and why you never gave me a chance. I missed you, this, that, and the other. But they could have expressed all that while they had you in their presence, right? So it's just it's a place, it's a thing to where you really have to guard your heart when or if you think about spinning a block with someone. I don't care who it is. It could be a relationship. It can be a friendship. But you want to make sure that you are guarded if you plan on spinning the block with anybody. Me, myself, I just feel like where I'm at, I don't want to spin the block. I don't. Everything happens for a reason is how I look at everything now. Everything happens for a reason. And it's a reason why we're not in that space, right? Now, if I want to be selfish and be like, okay, yeah, I spend a block with, with him for this. Because maybe I need some needs to be met. So I'll spend a block with him because he got the best. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just, I don't know. That's a question I want y'all to ask yourself today. Would you spin the block? Or would you just keep it moving? Is spinning the block a good thing? Because you're curious on how you wish things could have played out? Or do you just need to go and grow? In Jesus' name. So, answer that for me today, y'all. Always be totally transparent. Never let anybody make you feel like your transparency isn't a good thing. I feel that's the best way to approach things. Sometimes it can hurt people's feelings. And sometimes it's good that it's good because it helps you be true to how you feel. So never be afraid to be transparent. Just be transparent. Sometimes people don't like for you to be transparent. They can be transparent with you, but as soon as you be transparent with them, it could be a problem. So in that situation, you don't want that either. If I can't be transparent with you, then don't be transparent with me. But the way that I am, I'm just going to be transparent. So I want y'all to take this and think about the question. When this video ends, you could actually put it up under there. Spinning the block. Would y'all spin the block with a friend, with an ex-lover, with an ex-wife, with an ex-husband? Would y'all spin the block? That's a question for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Like this video. Thank you for watching my content. Also, make sure you share it. Make sure you share it. It could help somebody today. You never know. So I feel like if I can help one person today, I've done my job. Also, make sure y'all doing y'all positive affirmations. Positive affirmations help you. I know I preach it a lot, but make sure that y'all doing y'all positive affirmations because you never know how it will help you throughout your day. Okay, y'all? And I love y'all. And thank y'all for Happy Monday. And thank y'all for coming in here. Peace.